Ruchita, we can't hear you.
Yes, sorry. Thank you. Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Ruchita, your host for today's session, and we're going to start afresh. We're going to begin by reconsidering why are we discussing health and why now. Did you know non-communicable diseases including lifestyle diseases account for around 70% of global deaths? Sedentary lifestyle, food, nutrition, exercise, sleep, stress are all the causes of lifestyle diseases. In this fast paced life, we need to learn how to take control of our and our family's health with the simple steps through this holistic health program. It is my honor and privilege to invite Farooq Tarapur to start the session. He, ladies and gentlemen, is an Olympian, two-time world champion in sailing, and had an active sporting career of 40 years. He's won innumerable awards, including the Chhatrapati Shivaji Award and the Arjuna Award. Most importantly, he's a flag bearer on this journey with a mission: Har Ghar Healthy, Har Ghar Medicine Free. Let's welcome him on this virtual stage and listen from him, guys.
Thank you, Ruchita, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to this exciting Friday session. I just hope that you had an early dinner, did some exercise, and the worst thing that you can really do to your health in this fast-paced life that we are leading is have a late night dinner and go to sleep. Most people don't even understand the kind of harm this does to your body. There is no question that lifestyles have become sedentary as compared to what they were 50 years ago or they were 100 years ago. And as technology keeps advancing, our lifestyles are going to become more and more sedentary. So it will take a deliberate action on your part to ensure that you balance out, the advancement in technology, which is making your life sedentary. So you need to balance it out with some form of exercise. So you need to get innovative. You need to start thinking what I can do on a daily basis, what I can do on an hourly basis, is to bring this balance correct in my life. Because if the life becomes sedentary, okay, you will find that the health will just start going down. It was in the olden days, when people used to move around a lot and all, and somebody had an injury, somebody was sick, they generally, said, take rest, go to sleep. And that was the, well, known thought process at that time. Till modern science started developing and modern sports started developing, and people started putting in lots of money in modern sports, and then there were sponsors, and the sponsors started pushing a lot of pressure on the medical sports team as to what is the fastest way to recover. And to your surprise, they found that the fastest way to recover from an injury or sickness is not lying around, is through movement. But they also gave a caution over there that you should know the difference between training and straining. So how do we get this regular movement going in a day-to-day life? And the best and the easiest way is to stick to a community. We found that when people start getting onto an holistic program, of good health on their own, the probability of success are very, very small. But if they come in into a program with a buddy, you know, the buddy, and there's some kind of a synergy effect over there which keeps people more and more active. And sometimes you will do something not for yourself, but you do it, for your partner or for the buddy that is on the group. But what we found even better is that if you're in a community and you're constantly bombarded with the right, information on what is good health, eat your dinner early, circadian rhythm, have a good morning breakfast. Make sure that the protein in your plate is right. Make sure that you're controlling the carbs that you need for your kind of day-to-day lifestyle. Surely what a 20-year-old sports person needs, the amount of carbs they need as compared to a 40, 50, 60, 70, 80-year-old person needs, who's not into active sports. The carb requirements are different. The calorie requirements are different. And in order to understand all this, okay, that how do we balance this? We really recommend that you stick in a community, bring more people in the community, so each one can grow with each other's help. Today, you're very lucky because you're going to hear this session from somebody who, over a big period of time, has made a huge transformation. She's really adopted these principles that we've taught, that we are teaching in this community, and embraced them. And what an amazing transformation she has made. So listen to her very carefully, because what Veda has to say will have a tremendous impact, on your overall health. I'm sure you won't get everything that she says, but even if you pick up a few things, 5%, 10% at a time, and keeping it. Hey, in this community, we are looking at good holistic health. We are not looking at winning any gold medals over here. So the whole goal and the aim is to, listen to these programs and then try and see whether are you first of all adopting this program, or are you really, way out of the zone. So make conscious decision into, what you're doing on a daily basis. Come into the program, listen to Veda very carefully, because ultimately, what she'll be saying will have a tremendous impact on your overall health. So without wasting much time, over to you, Veda.
Thank you so much, Farooq, and welcome everyone. I think kudos to you all, first of all, for actually taking your probably what's today is Good Friday, time out to give health and this topic the importance. Well, as firstly, it is very, I think, odd that we need to be talking about health, right? But that's the state that we have actually come up to, and it has come to this stage because of the sedentary lifestyle that most of us, 95% of us actually lead. In fact, today I received a message and I saw a pop-up coming up where tomorrow is World Liver, Health Liver Day, and the Prime Minister's office is actually running a campaign where they're encouraging people to take a pledge to have 10% less, oil, reduce the edible oil by 10%. Imagine that even the Prime Minister's office now has to intervene because of the state that we are in. Now let's see why do we need programs like what you are seeing? Why health has become such a big focus? Let's see why. Firstly, what is a healthy lifestyle? It's not just about health, physical health and fitness. Healthy lifestyle, it focuses on incorporating well-being in 8 different aspects, which is emotional, environmental, emotional part of it will be covered through the program as well, because it's all interlinked. Environmental, where you have air pollution, water pollution, etc. Financial, we can cover it, but not through this program. Intellectual, occupational, physical, social, and spiritual. Now, when you go through today what I'm going to show you, you will see that quite a bit of it will be covered. So hence we call it the holistic health program. And we are not going to be talking about one specific thing, right? So why health and why now? 8 out of 10 Indians. First of all, protein के बारे में मैंने खुद भी नहीं सोचा था, ठीक है? I didn't realize, though we had studied in biology when we were younger. So 9 out of 10 Indians are unaware of daily requirement of protein. I didn't even realize the importance of protein until I started seeing issues, or I realized that issues that I am having are because of the gap or reduced amount of micro and macronutrients that I have in me. 8 out of 10 Indians are deficient in protein. And imagine, protein is actually the building block of our cells. And that's these are the facts that we are, living with today. 7 out of 10 Indians don't meet the daily dietary fibers. Fibers के बारे में तो लोग जानते ही नहीं. I think this is the one of the least known facts that fibers are important. And you will see that when older people, fiber is mostly known for digestion, but it's actually not just for digestion. But even if you look at that, earlier in the 70s and 80s, folks used to complain about constipation and all of that. Today, we are complaining in 30s and 40s too, because we have stopped eating whole foods. We have stopped eating raw salads. 8 out of 10 Indians suffer from micronutrient deficiency. In women, it is all the more prevalent, right? Because of whatever reasons, like vitamin D deficiency, if you see in women, is 70 to 90%. Look at the right bottom, side. What the stats there? Iron is 50% deficiency. Calcium, all of these. It's because of the lifestyle, because of the fast-paced lifestyle, probably that we are leading. We don't take care of ourselves, right? And we don't realize. And okay, what happens because of these deficiencies? All of the lifestyle diseases that we are having today are because of some other either deficiency or lack of exercise. Nothing else. Most of the non-communicable diseases, all of the non-communicable diseases are because of our lifestyle, and hence they're called lifestyle diseases as well. Now, coming to this sad fact, in fact, it is now 4 out of 10. 1 out of 4 actually are overweight. 4 out of 10 Indians are obese. We have kids who are obese. We are having so many cases of PCOS, PCOS, etc. because of obesity. 3 out of 10 deaths are caused by cardiovascular diseases. Folks say it is hereditary. Probably, but it is under our control whether that hereditary illness will be triggered or not. It is what we do to our bodies. 10 crore people in India, which is 11.4% of the population, is living with diabetes. We are the diabetes capital of the world, and we have at least 15% people who are pre-diabetic. Most of us don't even go to check what our parameters are, right? We don't do our annual checkups, etc. So you never know how many more. And even pre-diabetics don't take it serious because you don't understand the symptoms at that stage, right? We understand only when you go into the diabetic stage, or rather we ignore the symptoms than when we are in pre-diabetic stage. And hence 50% of this population turn to be diabetic. And then you start your medicine cycle. Now, why all of these issues? Why all of these stats? In fact, there were many more. I cut it short because I said, "Chalo, I don't want it to become just a scare, session to frighten you all." Now, this has mainly been because of the automation, I would say, the industrialization that has happened since the last 40,000 years until today. Like, in the last century, people used to at least work for 8 to 10 hours, per day, because digitalization hadn't happened as yet. Computers were not, there. Now, since the last 20-25 years, imagine our activities per day has come down to only 25 minutes. We are just sitting instead of where we can actually even to get a remote as well, or rather switch on the TV. We don't need to set up. Now you have home automation also. Everything. Now that we have Blinkits of the world, or Zeptos or Big Baskets, we don't need to go shopping. We don't need to go anywhere to get anything. Even if I want a printout, I don't need to go outside. It's coming home. So yes, there is need for automation, but unfortunately, the need for automation or the whole convenience has impacted our health. And that this is a state of, and India is getting worse and worse because here automation, obviously, we are in a developing country, so it's moving much faster and our health is deteriorating. And hence, even the PMO office has taken it so serious that there are so many health messages coming out from there because it is very, very important. Sedentary is a disease. Okay, it's not just a lifestyle, it is a disease. Physical inactivity is affecting 1 out of 4 people worldwide. It is a risk factor for cardiovascular diseases, for your blood pressure, for diabetes, for many, many things, right? So movement, why the 10,000 steps counting has become, very much famous. It's because of this. Poor food habits. We're eating more processed food. We are eating more packaged food, fast food. The culture is of fast food. Tasty hota hai. And obviously, you will learn through the awareness sessions that we have कि when you're obese, the carbs obviously drain your energy as well. So your energy goes down faster. So you tend to feel hungry easily, and then you feel like eating more fast food. It's a whole vicious cycle. And that has increased our obesity also, increase excessive screen time, not just television, our mobiles, our tabs, everything is on the screen. We are all digitally connecting tonight as well. But I'm hoping, since most of the videos are off, I'm hoping that you guys are moving right now while listening to me. Even if it's just standing up and listening, please do that. So excessive screen time is a huge issue. 3 out of 4 Indians don't get quality sleep. Now, this is very, very important and probably also ignored. The youngsters today are sleeping only by 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And they think it is fine, but it's going to impact. Abhi unko kuch nahi lag raha hai, but through by their 20s or probably 30s, they are definitely already going to have a lot of issues, including high blood pressure, cardiovascular issues, everything, liver issues. Okay. Now, what happens? Why are we talking about all of this? Your food habits, sedentary lifestyle, sleep, stress, all of this is giving us diseases. Now, when we have any issues, what happens? Impact on ourselves. We ourselves, we're not fine. You feel, stressed out, that we feel anxious about things, we get into depression, etc. When you get admitted, yes, you may say that we have insurance cover and all, but trust me, insurance only covers so much. What about the medicines? What about the loss of time that you have with work? You're not covered with all of that. What about your mental stress? What is that economic, value that you would give to, what about the family around you coming and stressing around? I think we ourselves are responsible, and we need to, keep ourselves accountable for stressing out the family if we don't take care of our health. And most importantly, our next generation, our kids are watching what we are doing. They are emulating at least 10%. Yes, they would have peer pressure and all of that. But most, because they see us the most, they're emulating what we do. If we can follow the right practices as adults, the kids at least will have a better, a possibility of a better world than we are doing right now. Okay. So what are we going to do, and what are we trying to inculcate through this program is, can we create certain or recreate or remind ourselves of certain good habits so that it reduces the unease, reduces the issues that we are having, which will ensure that we are disease free. Yes, it can be possible. Okay. If we can take control and we can stay ahead of the day every day. We're obviously, when I was exposed, or when I understood this program, when I was told about this program by my friend and mentor as well, Rajwats, he introduced me to Farooq as well. I didn't think this was possible because I was in corporate. I was, working in IT at a director level and very, very busy, like 10, 12 hours. In fact, post COVID, when hybrid started, we were working 12 to 15 hours every day, sitting. But before, thankfully, during COVID period, I was introduced and I could start taking control of my health in spite of the hours. So that's why I thought this program is beautiful, and it's something that if I could do it, anyone can do it. So what are we talking about in this program? We are looking at best of health, best of fitness in a way that anyone and everyone can do, can adapt small steps and create habits. There are 6 pillars to this program. We are not just talking about food. We are not just talking about exercise. Let's see what we are talking about. We are talking about diet guidance. We are not talking about, you will not get a diet chart. Okay? Because if you want one, let me tell you, we will still refuse because that diet chart you will follow probably for maximum a month or 3 months. If they're even the most disciplined person I've not seen following a diet chart for more than 3 months. Okay. What we will give you is whatever you are eating, we'll understand from you what you're eating, share your plates. We will provide a tweaking around what you're doing. Okay, क्या कम करना है? What do you need to reduce? What you need to improve? What are the portions you can have? So that guidance is what you will receive. How will you receive it? I will tell you in a while. Second, exercise guidance. What are your body parameters right now? Okay, what is your fat percentage? We'll tell you how to get these. But what is your BMI and what is your health goal? Because everyone's health is different, current state is different, goal is different, right? Some may just want more energy, some may want to lead a medicine free life, some may have the high sugars which they want to get under control. So according to the current state, the exercise guidance will be given. And what Farooq said was very, very important, and he always stresses on this, is we will ensure that we focus on training and not straining. That means you do exercise, push yourself a little bit, but not beyond that you get hurt. Third is healthy habits building. How will you get this? We have awareness sessions every Monday and Friday. So we have a whole agenda that we will share with you. In fact, this time we are sharing that agenda in advance. What are the topics we will cover? Through these knowledge-based sessions and in the community, we have a WhatsApp. And the last thing we're talking about community, we have a WhatsApp, group where you will be invited to. You will share your plates. You can ask questions as well. There will be certain information that will come on that. So this is the way how you can understand, and through inputs from our mentors on a daily basis, you can slowly start changing your habits. Product regimen. Today we are living in a world where there is air pollution, there is water pollution, there is soil pollution also. Now our food comes from where? It comes because of all of these three, right? So, and we get our plants or the vegetables and fruits from the market. It's almost never fresh. Forget organic. Organic पे तो मैं जा ही नहीं रही हूँ, ठीक है? And whatever, even the normal food, okay, not everyone can afford an organic. And even if they say we're getting an organic, it is not pure organic. I'll not get into that topic. But we are getting the food probably 30 days after say the apple has been plucked from the tree. Most of our food is the fruits and vegetables are being delivered from cold storage. Why? Because they're getting transported from different places. There's no way a Fiji apple can be grown. I'm living in Pune right now, can be coming out of a tree in Pune, right? There's no way strawberry can be grown somewhere in Pune. It will be coming from somewhere. So hence there is a nutrition gap. Plus your soil, because the amount of crop yield has increased manifold, 10 times, 20 times more than what we used to get earlier. Today we're getting, seasonal fruits 12 months in a year. How is that possible? Correct? So there is absolutely a nutrition gap, and hence the supplementation. But one thing that you'll learn here is the right kind of supplementation, how much and when to take also. We believe very, very strongly in organic supplementation, and it is coming from Nutrilite. Why Nutrilite? You can speak to the person who has invited you today, because otherwise that will take another 30 minutes. We will also initially understand what is your current lifestyle. When do you eat? When do you sleep? Are you going through certain stress? And I'm sure, I think 99% of the people today are stressed because of the kind of lifestyle we all lead, right? It is fast paced. There are so many things to take care of. Social media causes us stress. Finally, it is a community engagement and support. As Farooq also mentioned, one thing that we have realized is whatever, in fact, I'm sure all of you have realized कि आपने भी बहुत कुछ try किया रहेगा. Even I tried a lot of programs and all. But To do it alone was very, very difficult. And in this community, when you report, okay, you need to report, you need to share your plates, you need to share what exercises you're doing, what are your body parameters, because when you're reporting, you measure as well on a daily basis. आप अपना monitoring करते हो. When you monitor, there are two things that happen. You know where you're going. आपका जो गोल है उस हिसाब से आप जा रहे हो नहीं जा रहे हो. You can ask your mentors, you can ask your health buddy. You will, the person who has invited you mostly will be your health buddy. They will give you the guidance. And because you have to report, you will be monitoring, and hence you'll be more conscious of what you are eating, whether you're exercising or not. And that has helped us tremendously. Second, what will happen in the community? You will have Farooq there, you will have your health buddy there who will be guiding you. Okay. Third, when you see others, there will be days when you will probably drop off. Drop off in the sense you will not report, or you will have a marriage in the family, so ek hafta pura gaya. But what will help you come back is when others are posting, when you see their, transformation or their success or something, it will encourage you to bounce back. And that has helped us. Trust me, for me, in the community, I used to see others also who used to participate, and seeing them, it used to be a healthy competition of sort. Okay, so life is always an up and down. It's the same thing here. It's never going to be straight ki aap. और एक चीज, it's never going to be straight कि आप हमेशा say weight loss, right? Your weight will not always go down. You will have days where it will go up and down. The community, when you're there in the community, it will encourage you to continue. So these are your 6 parameters. So if you see, we are covering every aspect, even mental health. And through physical health, you will see through the whole sessions, knowledge, sharing sessions, ki how the physical and mental health are interrelated. Okay, huge correlation in both. Now, all of this is based on the foundations of health, which are also, coming from Ayurveda, from our own, ancestors, on what they had taught us. Okay, so our program is based on that. Adequate sleep, adequate hydration, not too much, not too less. Balanced diet. You will learn what a balanced plate looks like, how much you should be eating, when and what, because when you eat is as important as what you eat. Regular exercise, supplementation, and reduce stress. Okay, so these are the pillars that we will continue to work on. What is the main aim of this program? One is to lead a medicine-free life, but also to improve your health span. Today's science has advanced so much कि हर चीज की एक कोई तो सर्जरी हो सकती है, हर चीज की, राइट? बहुत ही कम ऐसे आप देखोगे, एंड इफ यू फील, इफ सम ऑफ द डॉक्टर्स से वी डोंट हैव एनीथिंग, 10 रिलेटिव्स विल कम एंड टेल यू, अरे अमेरिका जाओ, कनाडा जाओ, उधर कोई ना कोई कुछ तो करेगा, राइट? बट increase in our lifespan doesn't guarantee that we will be active till our last day. हम क्या कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि while your standard of living is increasing, can we also ensure that your health span is improving so that we are dying short and living long? Dying short matlab bedridden, not being able to probably eat properly with a pipe. No one wants that. It is sad, and it is really, I don't know. It gets me low when I see people who are bedridden and they are so helpless. They're living, but not really living, right? I don't think any of us wants that. And that's the main agenda and motive of the program, that we live and we are active. We are not dependent for as long as possible, as long as we are alive. Okay. Now, one of the very big aspects that we will focus on is the gut health, because it is proven that there is a chemical as well as a physical link between our gut. Gut kya hai? Intestines, our digestive system, but mainly our large intestines and our small intestine. So there is a correlation between our gut and the brain. Okay. So if the gut is fine, it will give happy signals to our brain, and hence you will also feel happy. But if a gut is not fine, you will see a lot of issues coming up with your skin. You'll see eczema, etc. You will see, your what do you say? The bloating, constipation, say acid reflux, etc., that immediately is going to cause what? Mood issues, stress that ठीक नहीं लग रहा है, etc., sleep नहीं होगा. In fact, if your gut has issues, if you have gut lining issues, your immunity will drop. Okay, because there are some toxic elements that can seep into your blood, which will drop your immunity. If your gut is not fine, okay, and your liver will get impacted, all of your digestion will get impacted. That will cause issues with your weight, with digestion, with your metabolism, with even your hormones, energy levels, cravings, etc. And imagine it also impacts your joints, heart, and brain. Tell me what is left? Almost nothing, right? So if you can have, and ideally a good gut will have, we have a lot of microbiota in our, through from our mouth till the end of our digestive system. There are lots of, bacteria and all of those microbiomes. Now, you have good bacteria as well as bad bacteria. Now, the ideal balance should be 85-15%, ideally almost. But because of our lifestyle and what we eat, most of us will be at this 15% of only 15% good bacteria, the rest is all bad bacteria, causing all of our gut issues. Through the program, through the habits that you build, the aim would be to have a better gut and hence also reverse most of your lifestyle issues. The other most important thing that we will also look at is what are you eating in the morning? Not just what you're eating, but what is your nutrition level? आप protein कितना खा रहे हो सुबह? Protein is extremely important. You will understand कि when you wake up in the morning, your metabolic rate is at the least. क्योंकि आप resting phase से उठ रहे हो, in the night, all your organs, everything is, rested. So your metabolism is low. But you need the energy for the whole day. Your protein has depleted because वो repair में चला गया है. So you need to have protein so that you get the energy for the day. You get everything. Your cells need the energy, right? Repair and maintenance. Now, there is an alteration in gut bacteria also क्योंकि रात को पूरा digestion system सो गया है. There is no digestion that happens in the night, right? So even your gut bacteria is imbalanced. Insulin sensitivity is low. When you get up in the morning, why do we say don't wait to eat for too long? Because then you will start having an acid reflux, your insulin, everything is waiting. It's waiting for food. You will understand all of this. So when you do not eat on time, and especially your morning breakfast is the most important meal. And it's not just that you need to have a large breakfast. Yes, the quantity should be also higher in calories, but your quality of calories are also very important in the morning. That's something that you will understand here. Now, all of this, will, what do you say? To trump it all up, we have a coach. You just listen to him. Some of you who missed, we have a coach, Farooq Tarapur, who's a ex-naval officer, but he's a double world champion in the field of yachting, sailing. Okay. He is, almost 65, 64, 65. The last international, event that he played was in the Asian Games in 2010 at the age of 50. Can you imagine? And he actually won a silver medal as well. That's how fit he is. And he was and he is. He has represented India in 3 Olympics. Okay. Numerous medals. He has been, awarded with the Arjuna Award, with the Chhatrapati Shivaji Award. Now, why am I saying this? I don't know many sports person. I don't know any other sports person. You take any famous person, okay? I will go to naming as well. I don't think even Sachin Tendulkar has had 40 years of active sporting career. Why? Why are they not able to have? Because of injuries, which is given in any sport, right? But how to recover fast, how to have a healthy and fit body. A lot of players can't continue because of their fitness levels. Farooq has been able to, manage his fitness levels to the level that today, at this age, his body age matlab his organ, you can actually measure your body age. I'm telling you in this group, Not a single person will be having the body age same as their actual, age. It will definitely be more than it. Farouk's is 21, is as good as a 21-year-old body age. And his philosophy has been simple. He always tells us if you give the body the right amount of nutrition and the right amount of exercise, not too much, not too little, you would have found the safest way to good health. So, no other better person to actually have as a coach. We are privileged to have this, and this is what we bring to you on this program. Okay, it's not just going to be someone, giving you some supplementation or some diets or just telling you go keep walking. No, it's going to come with a package deal. Yes, our programs will be, say, for example, about 50 days, the knowledge sharing session. But we know it takes longer for the habits to build. So you will continue to be part of the community. What do you need to do now next? Okay. Simple. एक digital weighing scale आता है, not just the one that gives your weighing scale. You can, all of us have smartphones. Let's use it more wisely instead of social media. You can get most of these digital scales. They're otherwise called a Karada scan. It gives you 13 to 16 different parameters about your body. वो कर देना. आपके कोई blood reports रहेंगे recently, or if you have not done a annual checkup, do that. But it's not necessary. But there is a HRA, health risk assessment form. I'll paste the link. This is the Google, link. You can fill that form, and when you submit it, tell your health buddy, the person who's invited, that you have submitted it, so that he or she can actually assess what your current lifestyle is. They will see what your parameters are from the Karada scan. Okay. Taking all of these together, plus what do you want as your health goal? They will actually sit with you. You can do it from a family level, because if you have another person in your family also part of this program, it is so much easier to actually continue it for a longer time. Based on all of this, there will be certain, and then you can join the community, you start sharing your place, you will be recommended a few basic foundational supplementation based on the inputs that you're giving. Okay. So that's how we will begin, and then you can start. And of course, Farooq is there on that. We have Raj, we have, a lot of people. Anaita is there, Anu is there. They are there to guide, and your health buddy is there. Okay. Now, if all of this is not enough, I thought let me share some testimonials, because we just don't look at one or two aspects. If you see here, this is a very pretty young teenage girl. She was, for a very, very long time, she was suffering from acne. Okay. And teenagers do get acne, but it was really getting worse, where, pus and all. The gut transformation. Okay, the gut health, the gut, we do a gut reset. She went through the gut reset, and just taking care of her food habits, because she was active. She is an active teenager. So, taking care of her food habits, her supplement regimen, and the gut cleanse, she now has a clear skin, which she was struggling with for almost 3 to 5 years. Okay. This is one testimonial. We have Deepika. You will definitely hear her in the upcoming sessions. She's a Punjabi, coming from a Punjabi background, loved food. Very, very jovial, happy-go-lucky, and all. Never ever thought, and she had tried a lot of programs. Never thought that she could lose more than 33 kgs, if I'm not wrong. This is how she is since the last, I think, a year now. Yes, we never say do it in 6 months. No, she took her time. But the best thing about this program is it sustains. You don't just drop, change your habits, and then, कोई diet नहीं है. इसलिए हम लोग कोई diet plan नहीं देते, because so that you will revert. You cannot have a different food from rest of the family, right? So with what you eat, etc., there'll be a lot of things that you will get. And finally, my own, testimonial I will share with you. As I said, I come from the IT background. I was always on the heavier side as compared to my age group. Okay, अभी मैं देखती हूँ तो मैं पहले पतली थी, but then compared to my age group, I was always on the heavier side. But जैसे ही आप कॉर्पोरेट में आगे बढ़ते जाते हो, पेट भी उतना ही बढ़ता जाता है, right? Because पैसा आता है, you delegate all your work. Of course, we want to grow in our corporate lives. I was ambitious because पैसे भी चाहिए. अगर आप आगे नहीं बढ़ोगे तो पैसा नहीं बढ़ेगा. So everything was delegated to everyone. Drivers tha, maids the, everything, right? Office jao, we had a very good campus in Infi, but I never made use of the campus for walking. It was only to enter, sit at my desk, full time on calls, eat food, go. Khana kya? A sandwich. I had a lot of tea, a lot of coffee, lots of biscuits because it was easy to munch and all. This program during the lockdown, okay, 16 months, I lost 22 kgs, and this is my transformation. With the weight loss, I was able to improve my triglycerides. I was able to improve my cholesterol. I was able to, bounce back from pre-diabetic to normal. All of my parameters are clear. With the protein intake, the all plant protein intake in the morning, with the gut reset, look at my skin. I always had pigmentation. I always had, acne that would leave scars for at least 6 to 8 months. 6 to 8 months. Even today, you will not see any scars. I have not put makeup. Literally, except for my lipstick and probably kajal, I have not put makeup at all. Okay. That's how clear my skin has become. It gives me energy. People say, and I used to be one of those people who will say, "Bhai, मैं मोटी हूँ, ऐसे ही रहूंगी. This is what life is. इससे कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. I'll be fine. जो होगा देखा जाएगा." This was my mindset because I thought this is how it is until I actually was introduced, and I'm so grateful. And hence, today, those who have transformed are now part of this program, sharing with others so that we can, change one, at least even if each one of us change one life, and this, just cascades. Imagine how many lives we can actually improve. We can probably add years to everyone's, happy life. We will help all of you shine because we believe in starting every day with gratitude and optimism. Do that first thing in the morning, affirmations and gratitude. Have your nutrition. You will understand about nutrition more through the program. There's a difference between a balanced plate and a nutritious plate. Okay. And you will understand that. So have look at, understand, and then start your nutrition intentions. Now, this is very important, especially today, because you're looking at the program on the first day, right? After you look at your statistics, after you share with your health buddy, when you sit with your health buddy, आप वो सोचो आपका health goal क्या होना चाहिए. What is your short term? Next 15 to 30 days, 30 days. 15 days में शायद ज़्यादा नहीं दिखेगा, but 30 days में आपको क्या change चाहिए. Don't go too aggressive, but don't be too, pessimistic as well. Okay? So, what is your health goal going to be 30 days and probably 3 months down the line? And then set a goal. Set a goal and probably what are you going to wear? How do you want to look? Something like that. So you need to visualize that. Learn something new. Today is Friday. Monday again, we will have a session. We'll in fact start with the first session where you will understand what to eat, how much to eat and why you need to eat whatever you need to eat. So join these awareness sessions because this is not something that we have, copy pasted from Google. This is 90 years of research, 90 years of scientific innovation in organic food, in plants, in nutrition that is coming to you. Okay. And exercise daily. As Farooq said, सिर्फ खाना ठीक करके कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. You need to exercise. And he always says this कि भाई जितना भी अमीर है, you can probably hire a cook who will cook some nutritious food, but you can't hire a gym trainer or someone who can exercise for you. You will have to exercise. So, and the exercise is going to be simple. Brisk walk is something you will be definitely told, and then, looking at your muscles, but in simple ways. So, this is what we have for you. I hope you have understood or taken away a little bit, but please do get back to the person who has invited you to see how you can start on this program. It is important for you yourself to take this decision because if you can take it, uh, someone else in your family will also be positively impacted. That much I have seen. When I had started, my elder daughter also then joined me. We did it together. It was easier. और जब हम करते हैं ना, बच्चे अपने आप अपना सब हैबिट्स सुधरने लग जाते हैं. At least even if they don't completely change, then they are aware कि जो if they're going to be drinking a Pepsi or a soft drink, what is going to happen? If they're going to be sleeping at 2 a.m., what is going to happen? Because they see their parents actually going through all of this, right? So welcome to the new folks, and for the folks who are there already and probably thinking, अरे करना है क्या करे, चलो start करते हैं. Today is the first day, or tomorrow is the first day of the rest of our lives and this program. So yeah, that's it from my side. Back to you, Ruchita.
Thank you so much, Veda. I think, as always, our favorite part is to go through testimonies and see people have had so much transformation, including yours, Veda, including everybody's that you shared. And people who've seen the before and after for real find it very difficult to believe that all this was achieved and has been sustained through this program. Thanks for sharing that. If anybody has any questions, they may raise their hands or unmute themselves and ask. All right, I see not. All right, then. I hope you're excited as we are, and we'll see you in the next session. Till then, ciao.